it's your girl Keri. And I know you're probably wondering, hey Veri Keri, why did it take you 4 long years to get in front of the camera and grace us with your presence? Well, I thought it would only be fair that I got on camera to share with you my exciting news. I wanted to share with you the launch of verikeri.com. And this website is an extension of my YouTube channel that will provide further knowledge and information for those of you who requested it. Now I have 2 types of viewers that visit my channel. The first viewer is that viewer that kind of comes to my channel, wants to, pick up a quick tip here or there, but really doesn't want to get engrossed in all of the in-depth information that I give on my channel. They just kind of want to see what I want to say, skip to the parts that they feel are useful to them and move on to the next channel. And then there are those YouTubers that absolutely love my long, in-depth style of teaching something from beginning to end, and the entire process, and that is what verikeri.com is really all about, giving you that additional information. It's for those subscribers that really want in-depth and more information, because it's almost impossible for me to give all that I want to give on my YouTube channel. So what can you expect when you go over to the verikeri.com website? Well, if you just sign up first as a subscriber, if you subscribe to our email list, you'll be privy to get, just email alerts on little tips, tricks, hacks, and some upcoming happenings that you won't find on my YouTube channel. So that's great for all of you who just want additional free information. Now the first tab on my website is a Shop My Favorites tab, and basically what that tab is a listing of all the items that I absolutely love. Many of you always ask me, hey Veri Keri, where did you find this or where did you find that? And for the most part, a lot of my items I do get, they're customized, or either I purchased them from a flea market or an auction or a trade show or Goodwill or something like that, and it's not readily available for purchase nationwide or mass production. They're usually just unique one-off type of items. But for those items that I purchased and they are mass produced and readily available, I included them on my Shop My Favorites tab so that you can pick up anything that you see me use in any of my videos. Then my next tab is a printables tab. Now over the years I've shared various spreadsheets and PDFs and things that I use to help manage my life, and many of you have asked, hey Keri, can I get a copy of that? Hey Keri, can you send that PDF to me, or that spreadsheet? And back then I had no way of sharing that information with you all, but now that I have this printables tab, I've included some of the tools that I've created and used to help myself along in various aspects of my life, and now they are available to you. For example, several years ago I did a Christmas budgeting process and how I budget for Christmas, and many of you were so interested in my Christmas budget spreadsheet. That's now up on my printables tab at my channel, and I'm going to leave the link for that video, the original video for my Christmas budgeting process, in the description box below, because many of you have subscribed since then and I think you will find it absolutely useful, and I will also be doing an updated version of that video. And then my final tab, as you can see, my face is lighting up because I'm so passionate about this tab. It's called my Courses tab. And before I get into the Courses tab, I just kind of want to give you a little background as to why this tab is so special to me. And if you cannot see it in my face, if you cannot see the joy in my face, then you must be blind. When I was a young girl, probably around the age of 5 or so, it had to be either kindergarten or first grade, I always asked for the same 3 things for Christmas every year, the same 3 things. And those 3 things were a chalkboard, a cash register, and a handbag. And I never knew from that age how symbolic those 3 items would be and how they would shape who I am today. And I wrote a college essay called The Christmas Gifts, and it talked about those 3 gifts and what the symbolism of those 3 gifts meant. And I went on to win a college scholarship for that essay. And basically, I think the chalkboard represented my love of teaching. Now, When I was 5 years old, I used to take all of my dolls and stuffed animals and line them up and teach them. I would teach in my room with the door closed for hours every single day. And the only subject that I taught was math. I would put those numbers on that chalkboard and teach those, dolls and those stuffed animals math until they were sick of math. And as I grew older, when I was in college, when my college professors would not be in class, I would step in and teach my college courses. And I just loved teaching. And on in my corporate career, I would find myself teaching new, pronouncements that may have come out. It was just always a theme for me. No matter where I was, I loved to teach. The second thing, a cash register. Now, till this day, if I go into Office Depot, Staples, where else? Costco's, if I see a cash register, I'm going to push those buttons. I have to touch the buttons on the cash register. And I think the cash register for me symbolized success, money, entrepreneurship. I just wanted, to find a way to become a businesswoman for myself. So that's what the cash register represented in my life. And then the third thing, a handbag. Oh my goodness, ever since I was knee-high to a June bug, you would find me with a handbag on my shoulder. Carried my handbag everywhere. And till this day, I still love handbags. And I think the handbag symbolizes my love for everything ladylike. I embrace being a lady. I just love all the things that come with being a lady. Not just dressing or the fashion. I just love etiquette. I love home decor. I love tablescapes. I love just tea time. Just all of that. And I think I have more of a kind of like a old soul type of style when it comes to being ladylike, like the Victorian era. I love all the vintage pieces, all of the unique pieces that they use for serving the tables and fine dining. I love all of that stuff, and I think the handbag encompasses all of the things that fall under the umbrella of being a lady and embracing your womanhood. So for me, creating the courses tab on the verikeri.com website, I can encompass all of the three things that really make up me. I can teach something that I love and that I'm passionate about, make money while I'm doing it, and just being a lady doing it. So my very first course on my verikeri.com website is my Home for the Holidays Hostess in Training Boot Camp. So what is this course about? Well, this course is a 2.5-hour course jammed packed with everything you need to know to become a gracious hostess. It starts off with talking about the duties of a hostess. Then we move into formal and informal dining and some of the misconceptions that come with that. Then after that, we move into finding your entertaining style. And no, I'm not just talking to you. We're actually digging in, looking at various different styles, how to mix things, what to mix, what not to mix, and then you will be able to kind of develop your own entertaining style. Then after that, we move into the number one thing that will make you a successful hostess. And the golden rule into becoming a successful hostess is planning. You have to plan your work and then work your plan. And we'll go into my system, what I use to plan. We're going to go through all of the checklists and spreadsheets in my planning process, and I also have a printable to go alongside with the course that you can purchase if you think you need that. And you can also purchase my hostess planning guide even if you don't take the course. It's in the printables tab. And once we go through all of the planning process, we then move into the art of the invitation. And then I share with you not only how to make a beautiful invitation inexpensively, but also what you should include in an invitation based on the type of guest that you're inviting and the type of event that you're having. Then after the invitation, we move into the art of the menu. So many of you, when I asked on my fall tablescape video to leave me some etiquette questions and questions that you would like answered in my course, and most of you said you wanted to see a $50 menu for 8 to 10 people. And I do cover that in the course, but again, it's not really about how much money for your menu. Each person's budget is different, so I'm really going to teach you the principles for menu planning, and then you can just take those principles and apply it to whatever budget you may have. So we go through the whole, menu planning based on your budget and based on your guests' needs. Then after the menu, we move into the art of the buffet. And so in this course, I'm going to teach you 3 different ways to set up buffets in your home, depending on the size of your event or the size of your get-together, the location in your home, and your guests. And we're not only going to go over the aesthetics of putting together a beautiful buffet, we're going to go over the 4 principles to properly set up your buffet. And after we delve into that, we're going to move into the art of tablescaping. How to set up your tables, why do we set it up this way, and not only looking at the aesthetic design, but how do we make sure that we, take care of the needs of our guests. And we kind of go through the process of pulling things out, seeing what works, what doesn't work, and all of that. And then finally at the end, we'll conclude the tablescape with prepping and taking care of your delicate entertaining pieces. What do you need to do? How do you take care of those pieces? And then we'll talk about a comprehensive inventory list of entertaining pieces every hostess should have. And that'll be great because any pieces that you don't have, you can maybe put on your Christmas list this year so that people will know what to get you. So I know that sounds like a lot of information, and it is, and I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. If you've watched my past few videos where I've kind of threw in a few entertaining hacks here and there just to kind of lead you up to my course, then if you love those, then I don't even know how many jewels I'm going to drop in that course. So head on over there, sign up if you want to just sign up and receive emails and alerts. Join a course if you feel like you want to learn more, or print a printable if you feel like, hey, I think I know what I'm doing, but I just like a little bit of extra guidance. Grab a printable. So now let's get into today's video. About 3 years ago in 2015, I did a Thanksgiving tablescape video where I duped a $3,000 Williams-Sonoma and Pottery Barn table, and I recreated it for about $300 to $400, and about 85,000 of you guys really enjoyed that video. So I thought I'd do it again. So this year we're going to dupe another Pottery Barn tablescape for Thanksgiving, and this one is about a $2,000 price range tablescape that I recreated. So we're going to have a similar format that I did in 2015 when I did the price comparison. And basically what I have is a spreadsheet that lists out all the Pottery Barn / Williams-Sonoma items. Here I'm really just trying to show Pottery Barn, but there were a couple of Williams-Sonoma items that I had from the previous tablescape that I used on this tablescape in 2018 as well. So I wanted to make sure that I put those 2 items in the calculations. And then on this side, it just has all of the dupe prices. Here, I just highlighted everything in a light orange color to let you know what was new on my table, meaning not necessarily new that I purchased this year, but what was on my table this year that wasn't included on the 2015 tablescape. So these are the items that I will go over in this video. I won't go over the items that I shared with you before in 2015. If you wanted to see the entire video and all of the dupes that I did in 2015, I will leave the link to that video below, but we'll just focus on the new pieces that you guys have not seen. And basically what I did was I sectioned it out and tallied up the new pieces, and the total tally for the new pieces from the Pottery Barn, because all of these up here are Pottery Barn dupes, would retail for $796. And then everything over here in the dupes column would retail for $223. Now here's this beautiful turkey platter that I picked up 2 years ago at Home Goods for $39.99. Many of you might have remembered it on my Thanksgiving tablescape from 2 years ago. Now don't mind the discoloration. It's been packed away for a while and it just needs some oiling up. Right now I'm just doing a mock setup of my tablescape before I select my final pieces and get them all prepped. This almost exact same platter was being sold at Pottery Barn for $150. There was also a dome that you could purchase with the platter for $150 as well. Now, I ended up finding my dome this year at an antique market for $80. Now, my dome didn't fit exactly on my platter, but I will be filling in the sides with fresh lettuces and tomatoes to make it look full and complete. So for the Pottery Barn dome and platter, the total cost was $300 and my version was $120. The next dupe are these beautiful stemless wine glasses, and these are from TJ Maxx last year, and they were going for $3.99 each. Now, I received these as a Christmas gift, so I did not actually pay for these glasses, but they are a dupe of the Pottery Barn ones that are just like that. And the Pottery Barn stemless wine deer glasses were $14 each. So to get 8 of them, you would pay $112 versus $31.92. Now the next dupe I want to share with you are these really nice family and friends napkin rings, and they're kind of like the antique silver napkin rings, and they sell these at Pottery Barn. They've been there for quite some time now, and I found these dupes at Home Goods, and Home Goods price is $9.99. They come in a set of 4. The next Pottery Barn dupe are these gorgeous Antler napkin holders, and these came in a set of 4 for, let's see, deer antler napkin rings for $24.50, and I got them for $4.99. Actually, I received these deer antler napkin rings twice as a gift. My girls gave me these for Christmas last year, and also I received these from a friend as well for a Christmas gift. But again, I think these came from Kirkland's, and we got them on clearance, but I believe the original price might have been like $12.99 or $14.99 for a set of 4. Now this beautiful silver dollar eucalyptus garland, this I picked up on clearance for $10 each. I believe they were $19.99 originally, and they are selling this same wreath for $39.50 at Pottery Barn. Yeah, they're selling the same garland. I guess I wrote wreath. I should have written garland for $39.50 at Pottery Barn, and I needed 2 of these for my tablescape, so I saved quite a bit. So this right here is kind of like a combination type of DIY that I duped for Pottery Barn. And I just took one of my hurricane vases that I've had forever that I got on clearance for $6.99. And the candle inside I picked up from Home Goods, I believe, and it was $7.99. And then it's a Dollar Tree pillar candle on top. So the entire setup here for me would cost about $15. Whereas to get a candlestick similar to this one from Pottery Barn, it would run you $39.50. Now Pottery Barn's hurricane glass vases can range anywhere from $24 well on into the $60 price range. So again, pick your glass vases up from Home Goods, your Ross's, TJ Maxx, Marshalls. There's really no difference in the quality of the glass, and you would save a lot of money. Something like this at Pottery Barn would easily be $70 or more. The last item I have on my list is this beautiful silver double wine cooler, and this is actually a Pottery Barn item. It is discontinued. They no longer sell this one anymore, but something similar to this that they are currently selling now will run you about 89 bucks. If you remember or recall from about a year or 2 ago, I shared this from a Goodwill find, and I leave the price tags underneath just so that you can see, and it was $3.93. So for $4, you get a beautiful silver-plated wine cooler, double wine cooler. Sure beats $89. Pieces like this will last for a lifetime. Now down here at the bottom of my spreadsheet, this green section, these are items that are on my tabletop, but they are not sold at Williams-Sonoma or Pottery Barn, but I did include them in my price, my total price, because they were on my Tablescape. And the items that are included on my Tablescape but not sold at Pottery Barn are these faux wooden chargers. I want to say I purchased these from Michael's or either Bed Bath & Beyond, but wherever I purchased them, they were $2 each. And then another item that's on my list that is not sold at Pottery Barn is this beautiful antiqued silver meat fork. And this is kind of like you just stick that down in your turkey when you carve your bird. And I've had this for years. If you guys been with me for a while, you would have seen this as one of my favorite things like years ago. And I am kind of reluctant. I don't know if I'm going to go ahead and shine this up. I think I'm going to leave it a little bit tarnished because I think it has a nice patina, especially when it's against our turkey dome. And the other final item that is not listed on the Pottery Barn list are these individual salt and pepper shakers, and you can pick these up for a dime a dozen if you find them in a flea market. If you buy them by the pack, they'll probably be about $1 each set. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to actually see the process and the tips and tricks of how I set up this year's Thanksgiving tablescape, head on over to verikeri.com and join my course, the Home for the Holidays Hostess Bootcamp. For those of you who do not want to take the course or cannot find it in your budget right now to take the course, I will be sharing the completed look of my Thanksgiving tablescape closer to Thanksgiving when we actually have Thanksgiving Day. I'm going to go over everything that I set up, the final look with food and everything, but I won't be going through the process of how I set it up. So head on over to verikeri.com, support your girl, and until next time, I'm going to keep calm and carry on. Bye guys.